Tea and Low. Conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
She thought you mid-swing.
Just stop.
Too funny.
Yeah, that would have been a whole what I was just gonna say.
Hey, yo, y'all know what it is, man. It is that time. It's time for Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
And that's a call.
Yes, sir. We about to get this thing popping, man. We about to get this thing going. Got a lot to talk about. 404-500-1605. Did I get it right? Why do I
got
keep
it right.
messing this thing up all of a sudden? Shows to show you, boy. Age is undefeated. Yeah, man, listen, we need you people to do what you're supposed to do. If you're looking at us already, go ahead and get on your cell phones. If you're looking at us on a tablet or a computer, get on your cell phones. Look at that little heart button to the side. I need you to hit that button. When you hit that button, some icons are going to fly up. Touch as many icons as you can, not only now, but during the whole show, because when you touch those icons, it's going to
help our algorithm.
Go up. I forgot to help.
Yeah. You ain't leave me in. We good.
Yeah, I got a lot on my mind, man. I just heard some stuff on the way over here. It's got my mind all jumbled up and everything. My bad. But we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. People,
Tag a friend.
Yeah. So, listen, we're not going to do it this week because while I was out of town this weekend, and I actually told people a lot, and I also, put that scan code in front of them. What I need to start doing is make sure when I put that scan next week, and this number better be up, people. I'm gonna start unfriending some people. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You ain't gonna be in my business. You can't support me. It is what it is. Because what you need to start doing is
tell a friend to tag a friend.
That's all you gotta do, people.
All you gotta do.
It's not that hard.
And then do what?
Push your goddamn button.
Boy, that button. See how he pushed that button on time?
What?
Boy, I'm telling you. That's all we need for you to do, people. That's all we need for you to do, man. We 4 years in running, you dig? We 4 years in running. And there's a lot of you tuning in. There's a lot of you talking about what we talk about, but then you don't want to subscribe and follow and do all that type of stuff, which I don't know if you want to call it hate. What do you want to call it? What you want to call
Some of it is hate.
Okay. All right.
It's just not backing your boys. That's what that is.
Some of it is hate, but like I said, I'm going to figure out who you are. And when I do, you come up, yo, man, what's up? Hey, yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, whatever. I'm not fucking with you like that no more. Angelo, how you doing, homie?
Good, bro. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. Just got a lot to talk about. MJ.
Hey.
What's going on, bro?
Man, it was a good week. It was my mom's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Nice.
Mom.
So I cooked for her. And I had to work today. It was hot, slave hot out there. It was hot for real. That shit was, I can't do it.
Man, that's two people in here been talking about doing all the cooking they did, man. Did you get a plate?
Hey, bro. Hey, man.
Two of them.
Hey. Hey, y'all called me out and I brought a plate. So,
I'm going to have to come through and do it up then. I'm going to have to do it up.
You called me out and I brought a plate. So I appreciate that call out. But you're right. You're right. I didn't get anything. Didn't get anything at all.
Okay. Good check.
Yeah. Didn't get anything.
I'm just asking cop. I didn't think y'all needed award ceremonies and shit. Y'all want no asking cop for shit.
We be hungry at those. We be hungry there too. So go on, bring it in, man. Go on, bring that food in. So when you gonna cook next week and bring something, bro?
Yeah, I'll bring something for y'all next week.
All right, there it is. Put them on the spot. Y'all
Next
next.
week now, when they eat them, like, damn, this motherfucker.
All right. Y'all next. So yeah, let's get going some of the smaller topics real quick. Florida court made a decision to dismiss all charges against Donald Trump. U.S. District Court Judge, what's her name, Aileen Cannon, makes a ruling after hearing in which Trump legal team urged her to drop the charges. Donald Trump's criminal case on charges that he illegally retained classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago club was dismissed on Monday after a federal judge sided with the former president and ruled that the special counsel who brought the prosecution had not been properly appointed. What y'all think about that, man?
Well,
What's that cough MJ usually does?
whoa.
That's what it is.
What do you think about that there, Ask a Cop? How you feel about it?
The judge has ruled.
Judge has ruled.
Hey. Counsel should have known better.
Oh boy.
Yeah, bro. Teflon Don, that's what they call him. That is what they call him.
What you call her is somebody trying to be next Supreme Court justice. She's waiting on her opportunity. That's all that was. She did that for a reason. But that's what they do.
They do.
That's what they do. Then
And
they look out for each other.
Was she a district judge? Was she appointed by Donald Trump? Does anyone know?
I don't think she was appointed by him.
No, just being in Florida.
But she's in the
should be
mix.
inclined.
She putting herself in the mix. That's all she doing.
Okay, all right.
Putting herself in the mix.
Got to put that out to the research team. See if they can't check that out, and we can find out. As y'all can see, we got some new things going on back here. When I tell you Classic Conversations is live and we are doing things in real time, you see what we doing? We're fixing things as we go. See, all them other shows, man, they ain't that real. They be taping their stuff and then they come back and do it. We do our stuff live. You dig? We are live. That's why you need to hit the button. That's all you got to do is hit the button.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
There you go. That's all you need for you to do.
I don't know if I ever stop laughing. I don't know if I ever stop smiling. I love that.
Amber Rose, Amber Rose, the young lady, I think, Kanye West. Who else is on her list? That she's Wiz Khalifa. She was. She's been dating and been in a serious relationship with these people. She actually spoke at the Republican National Convention. Now Amber is one of those people that sits on the fence. She's biracial. She has biracial parents and everything. So with this thing, are you more surprised, angry, or do you really think it was a way to get young voters to lean her way?
I didn't.
Might think it hard over there, boy.
Because I didn't really think much of it at all. You know what I mean? I think she just needs some attention. Maybe she's, it's Amber Rose. Man. MJ, what you got, bro?
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Boy,
No, Amber Rose is just Amber Rose, man. I just let that go. That doesn't even reserve a
I don't think it's married. It doesn't marry. What you think, man?
Well, I mean, at the beginning, it was more about the tattoo that was on her forehead. I thought that, most black folks paid attention to that first. Then they found out where the picture actually came from. Then they started going after her. Actually, I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Somebody said it earlier tonight that she was black before when she was supposedly a hoe. As she was dating all these athletes and entertainers or whatever, she was black because she was a hoe. But now that she's supposedly getting her stuff together, she's not black. She's claiming the other side and moved on. That's just.
Well, the tattoos would have covered up the knots on the head.
You said take a nap, Mike.
Hey, man, number one said, Research her background. She is not qualified to be a judge at the Westminster Dog Show. That's funny.
Interesting. Number one, can you check to see if she was actually appointed by 45?
See, that's why I can never go up against.
Said she was.
She was?
That's the number one fan.
Ah, there it is.
Yo, that
So this is her way.
explains it all.
So this is her way. This is her way to stay in instead of getting in.
That explains it all. That explains it all.
Very people knew who
It's
she
gonna be
was.
an interesting election. I don't know what's gonna happen now.
You say
What is the world coming to? Can't even have an election in peace. Damn.
Hey man, has anybody seen been checking out the NBA Summer League?
Oh, if not looking too good, but he's just starting off. So hey. Yeah, Bronny.
Yeah, I've been watching all of it. You know what I mean? It's nothing surprising. She said Amber Rose talk about being a good mom and an OnlyFans. That's funny. Number one, you on fire.
Yes, she is. 'Cause Amber, yeah. Before I remember, she was talking about how great of a mom she was and everything. It's in regards to Summer League and Bronny. I do feel that some of the pressures, all of the words, is getting to him a little bit because I think from what I've seen, he's better than what he's shown. He's showing really bad right now, and I really do believe that some of the pressures and all of the talk is getting to him a little bit, even though his daddy said that he's oblivious to it. I think it's kind of hard to be oblivious to something like that when you're 19, 20, whatever. What is Bronny, 19? No, it's kind of hard to be oblivious.
It's a
to
learning
that.
curve for him, and
I mean, let's be real. You know, are there other players that might be better than him, more experienced than him? Of course there are. You know what I mean? But this is a business. Recall seeing these games on ESPN and ESPN2, Summer League games. When do you recall? You don't. You know what I'm saying?
Not two channels. You're right. Not two channels.
Listen,
Facts. Yeah.
you've been seeing nothing but Summer League games. Now
you never saw Summer League games.
You never saw Summer League games unless you watch NBA TV or you watch one of them other. And then when you did, see me like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, they replays.
and then you turned it off.
This is,
You're like,
yeah,
no.
this is a business, man. You know, man, let's keep it real. These places, the stadiums,
You
the
getting the
arenas are
looks.
packed out. You know, and he has a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, you can say, oh, he's oblivious to pressure. No one is. 19 years old. Naturally, he wants to prove that he deserves it. So yeah, he's probably pressing a little bit harder, specifically shooting the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's still doing well defensively. He's doing well passing the ball. He's doing some of the other things, which is what they want him to focus on anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if anybody thought he was gonna come out and start scoring 20 points, that's not his game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his game anyway. So why would we expect that? That's
I
Dr.
will say
Connect's
this.
game.
I will say this. In the game the other night, there's a lot more people rooting for him than against, because when he made a shot in the game the other night, bro, you would have thought it was the game winner. Real talk. So good thing is he got a lot of people on the side. We got to get ready to take a break. But before we take this break, I got to hit this real quick before we get into the meat of everything coming back. A homie of mine got killed this weekend. He's a security guard at a club, and there was another security guard that was actually had too much to drink, and they wouldn't give him his keys. Well, somehow he got the keys, got to the car, supposedly to grab something out the car, but he grabbed a shotgun. Shotgun went off, and it shot my homie. Killed him. He didn't die on the spot, but he ended up dying. And the thing is after that, word got out. Local radio station, I'm gonna call them out, Kiss 102 radio station out of New Bern, North Carolina. decided to talk about it, and they actually said, what is a 64-year-old doing at the club? Not realizing that this man was actually at the club doing security. He takes care of his family, takes care of his mother. His mother's 80, I think she's 84 years old. And this is why he was there. And I just thought it was so out of place for a radio station to not know the whole story and come out and say something like this. It just goes to show you that media sometimes jumps the gun, and you can't believe everything that you read or hear, especially the first time that you read or hear it. I just had to get that out. It's like I said, a lot of stuff was on my mind. I just found this out on the way over here. So there's that. Prayers to my man Guy's family and everything. I'm hoping that she do well. His mom does well. My man Lee Williams, he's looking out for him. Prayers, for real, for real.
So while we're on this somber note, we do this early. Prayers to Jasmine Ransom, former server here at Uptown Comedy Corner. She didn't work at this location, what the last one. I'm assuming it's gonna be a domestic thing. I haven't got all the detail, but she was shot in the head and killed in Philadelphia on her daughter's birthday at their daughter's birthday party. So shouts out to that family as well. Yeah.
It's crazy you said it happened on her birthday, because this actually happened on Guy's, either it was his birthday or the day after his birthday. And with that, man, we'll be right back. We got some juicy stuff. We're going to talk about this supposedly shooting in the ear. And that's what we're going to get on first. We'll be right back. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
And that's to come.
Done all my break for asking his dad, and Alec, now it's Ace's turn, man. So Ace just had, you had to do the AP test, had to do the AP classes. You got to still pass those AP exam afterwards.
To get the college credit.
To get the college credit. Yeah. He did 2 of them, man. He busted 5 on both his tests. 5 out of 5, man. So, just look.
Not for the good question. Now, I've been wanting to ask this. Who was it? Was it you or your wife? Or you just going to hold on to it?
What you talking about?
Them brains came from somewhere. What was a combination?
I think it's a nice combination. You know what I mean? I think it's a nice combination. It's the blessing of, she was able to stay home with them, and we having babies right now. If you have a child, young babies, Get My Baby Can Read, probably one of the best investments you'll make. So all those things, man, I think what they all say, what you pour into your seeds, man, you got to pour into them kids, man.
That's right.
So, and they're just coming back tenfold, and I'm just blessed.
Hey, what's happening, people? We back. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
And that's the cop.
Wow, you caught me off guard with that. Again, people want you to be a part of this conversation, man. So give us a telephone call, 404-500-1605. Let me say that a little slower. 404-500-1605. Call us and let's talk about some things, man. We giving our opinions. We want yours also. It's basically what this is. It's basically a dialogue for our community. So give us a telephone call. Let's talk about it. So this week, man, somebody tried to kill Donald Trump. I'm actually thinking it was probably 7 years late. I thought this would have happened a long time ago.
That's
You know,
funny.
cats is running around here doing drive-bys on everybody. I just thought they would have done one, try to do one on him before, but it happened this past week. But it ended up supposedly being somebody within his same running party, somebody of the same race as him. A lot of people are saying that it was a setup. But then, of course, you know, there was a life lost, and there was someone critically injured. So that puts some doubt in regards to it being a setup. You know, of course, you know, Black Twitter, you know how we do. They go at it real fast. They've found still pictures of the Secret Service laughing and doing some other stuff. Those pictures that I saw, I didn't believe them, to be honest with you, because I saw the other picture that didn't show them laughing. So in that regards, do you guys think it was a setup, or do you think it was actually a legit assassination attempt? And if it was a legit assassination attempt, being that the young man was from the same political party that he's actually, you know, running with, why do you think that he tried to assassinate him?
You always jump in, man. Now you slow. You slow.
We're talking about your guy now. Come on, bro.
No, it's not my guy, man, but it was definitely an assassination attempt. The kids voted Democrat before. Basically, nutcase. They'll never fully know because he blew his own brains out. Or got off mode. He got off. He didn't blow his brains out. He got off, so. SWAT sniper did his job.
So he was killed by, he killed himself, or?
I thought, no, he got killed.
He got killed by,
yeah.
Okay.
But that was, I think, I've been in those meetings in Secret Service before they come to town. They meet with the SWAT commander for whatever city they go to. I was that guy, dealt with it a lot. That was a slip up big time. It was a slip up or something, but because there's nowhere in the world you got a building rooftop with a clear line. They have different levels of snipers. Like when APD did it, we're a tier 1 SWAT team. We cover the outer. The inner is supposed to be covered by Secret Service snipers. He had a line of sight shot on it. That never should have happened. Somebody dropped the ball. So there's going to be a big investigation. They're going to probably try to push it past the election, but somebody's head is going to be on the platter on that one, because there's nowhere in the world you have a rooftop with a clear shot and nobody was on it. And I'm surprised it wasn't picked up prior to the guy even being able to get a shot off. That's a green light all the way. If you have somebody running around on the roof with a rifle, they would have just dropped it. And then the reaction of a Secret Service on the stage, some of them in the way, like the one that got down quicker than Trump, she needs to be fired. But the other guys, the people don't understand when they were putting up like this, what it is, they've got ballistics all through the suits. So that's like putting up a shield over them. That's what they were actually doing. So, you know, it was actually an assassination attempt. So,
Now, let me ask you, in regards to the Secret Service, and I don't know if you know this or not, but is this I know that it's an assignment, but is it something that's actually approved by the person that you're protecting? Does that person get to say who he wants to protect him or not?
his inner, like if you don't, like if a person there's a couple ex-Red Dogs that actually Secret Service, and what happens is if somebody doesn't jive with the family, the first wife, the kids, or whatever, they'll remove that person, put them on the outer perimeter, or put them on another assignment. But of course, it's the president; he's gonna get who he wants there. But you know, so that was. Those guys are very professional. Like I said, when they come to town, well, I can't put that out there, but you know, they sight their rifles in at certain locations, and I've seen the guys shoot. there's nowhere in the world they would have missed the shot. The guy would have been on the roof that would have dropped him. Somebody either dropped the ball and didn't assign somebody there, somebody wasn't on their assigned location, or the rest of
or it was a setup.
Yeah, it was set up. Yeah. One of those three.
Okay.
One of those
as long as
three.
it's one of the options. Hey, because I've seen some bright kids, right? I think I got some bright kids. You know what I mean? I think we all, you think your kids are very bright. Yeah. So we're saying a 20-year-old kid is smarter than the Secret Service, the Sheriff Department, all these different agencies. He just outsmarted everybody at the right old age of 20. Got on a rooftop, which, correct me if I'm wrong, there's always helicopters and stuff over top. Snipers, one of the first things they do when they up top is you always are scoping your area, right?
Yeah, everybody's assigned an actual rooftop
to
keep an eye on, and then you got snipers that are assigned to just deal with the stage and the crowd area.
I'm talking about pre-arrival of this guy.
Yeah, that's supposed to have been sealed. Somebody dropped the ball big time on that one, but
just somebody, huh?
Somebody.
They say the Super Bowls are set up, right? No, we have a lot of people argue about Super Bowls are fixed, and we say, how can you fix a Super Bowl? How can you? Just saying.
No, it wasn't fixed. I mean, I doubt if it was a conspiracy, but somebody missed an assignment.
Somebody.
I wasn't there. I heard a bunch, but I heard about 3. I thought, and then you heard the barrage of shots it took. And then when you see the ballistics, it's going to be funny if it was actually the guy that shot those people, or if it was from the snipers, maybe missing a shoot. Yeah. Yeah. No, but when you
I mean, it was a good point, because did you see all the people that were behind 45 run? Did y'all see how they run and took cover?
Hey, let me tell you something.
know what it is.
Let me tell you something.
A lot of people didn't realize that's what it was.
They didn't realize it was gunshots.
Hold on.
They didn't realize it was gunshots.
Listen,
you see everybody go.
When I first heard, I didn't see it when it first came. Remember, we was texting. I was like, man, I hadn't seen the videos. I was dealing with some family stuff. But when I saw it, everybody was like, man, them folks didn't move. Now, I will say this. They did bend down. But let me tell you, I've never been anywhere where there was gunshots and people didn't scatter. These folks did not scatter. They started cheering. And you can look, the video shows it. They were looking into the camera going, fuck you.
And he wasn't shot. That bullet did not graze. That bullet grazed his ear. This AR-15 bullet grazed his ear.
It'll go right. It'll crease it like anything.
So I want to see the ear. I want to see the ear that shows a bullet. Because what they said was he went down. There was some glass. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Or when he went down.
Because when he did this, it should have been blood. It should have been blood immediately. When he did that, it should have been blood. I didn't see no blood on his hand.
But when he came up, it was blood.
But when he came up, it was blood.
Or it was something there.
And all his hair all...
Let's not say blood. It was something red or burgundy-like color on the side of his face. The fist pump and the fight. Mm-hmm. Then, people are saying there was a Hitler sign.
When he first came up, it looked like that, then did that. That's what I saw. It looked like it.
I'm a moderator today.
I mean, you doubt? Did you doubt he would do that?
I know that his hand did come up like this.
It did.
Then the fist.
That's what happened.
It started pumping and it started saying fight. They started saying. They started saying fight. And people react to things in different ways. And again, once we get into the next subject, you can kind of understand why certain people do act certain ways because they feel that they're superior. But getting shot at and supposedly actually getting grazed. So grazed would be considered being shot. You jump up and pump your fist. That's
Tell them to fight.
You know, again, you
Hey,
know,
not. Hey man, y'all get me up out of here.
right?
You talking about fight? Man, give me
That's
a
fight or
break.
flight syndrome, man. Some people fight.
He said Trump mixtape drops this Friday.
Hey man, they talking about you know, Biden got some mental issues. If that dude, after getting shot, jumped up and said fight and wasn't really concerned with leaving, maybe he has some mental issues.
2 days before the Republican National Convention. How convenient. You know, I mean, just in time for you to name your nominee who, you know, once you see his history, you're going to see why he chose him. I mean, it just seems so very, very convenient, is all. I mean, General Hospital couldn't have wrote a better script. I mean, I thought shooting at Sonny was something, man, but this is impressive.
Oh boy, you went to this. You went to Sonny.
Hey, they shot at Sonny Corinthos, man. We was insulted, man. They did.
You went to Sonny.
This chunk is impressive, man. It's right. The writers are. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. That's all I say.
Oh boy, that I promise you, man. I've looked at the video. I looked at it the first night that I got back in town. I looked at it again today, and I was just trying to see: is there anything here that shows
being
anyone
silly.
being afraid of gunshots? And I just did not see it. Now, with the someone that got killed and someone else that was actually injured, so you know there was some type of shooting. There was a bullet flying somewhere.
Where was the person killed? Where was he located? Did they tell you? I'm asking him. Where was he killed?
Did they tell you? You said, did they tell you?
I'm not gonna get set up on this one. I'm just gonna stay the fuck out of this.
Did they tell you?
They said
No, look,
the
look,
person was
look,
killed. Where was he
look,
located? That's all I'm
look,
asking. Where was he located?
One of them was right by where the shooter was, from what I understand.
By the shooter.
By the shooter. So
On the
that's what I'm
roof?
saying. It could have been, you know, one was down. So there's no telling where it was. It's not
So
by the
nobody
smoke, not by the
got
roof.
shot near the where the shooter was supposedly shooting at, right?
No, nobody got shot by there. No.
Oh, bro, see, I'm learning stuff.
Hey, listen.
So there was a reporter that actually told a lie then that
You
night.
got to see what the investigation comes out because there's a lot of
I
bad
can't
stuff
wait.
out there.
But there was
I'm just gonna wait until I see
I
it
still have the
on paper
recording.
what
I
happened.
still have the recording on my DVR on CNN that night. They actually spoke to a reporter that was there, somebody that Donald Trump supposedly called his name out and was going to have him come on stage, but he said, "Nope, I want you to come up later." This dude actually, they didn't show video of him on TV, but they actually had an interview with him, and he said that someone was hurt right in his area. And now you're telling me that nobody was actually hurt.
Well,
And he supposedly was right to the right of.
Wait until the investigation comes out because my guess is if the kid took multiple, they don't know how many shots he took yet. But when you find out how many shots he took, it'd be obvious the backdrop was people. It could have been somebody past there because I've seen that happen plenty of times. Somebody might shoot here and the person that gets hit is literally in a crowd 50 deep and it's somebody walking down the street. So, bullet
All
goes
of them
into
shoulda
his
got shot
stops.
because none of them ran. They stood up.
No, but that happens all the time because when you have a loud crowd and you hear a pop, it's gonna sound more like a pop. And what it typically happens, even when you're downtown and something happens, somebody will yell, "Gun! They're shooting!" And then that's when the stampede happens. Right when it is, everybody says, "Is that a firecracker? What was that?" Some people that are more astute or have been around guns going off go, "Oh shit, that's a gun." And when they start running, that's when the crowd starts running. But a lot of people aren't quite sure what it is. And I think what tripped everybody out, if you notice, Trump, I don't think knew it. He grabs his head. The Secret Service didn't know what was going on for a second. Then they jump in, and then that's when everybody on the back of the stage was like, oh, shit, something's going on. And that was like more like that. So, like I said, the facts are going to come out. I don't think it was staged because, like, people did die. And there were injuries. So I don't think they staged
I would just
all
love
that.
to know where the bullet that grazed him ended up. Where did that bullet? Because there were people everywhere.
Yeah, it didn't go behind him.
There were people everywhere.
Cause them folks, they leaned down.
Because they moved the photographers
Then they stood back
conveniently
up.
over. I don't know if you saw that video where they moved all the photographers right there. They told him, he said, go over here to get a better shot. And that shot would have been right perfectly to get him grabbing his ear. But where did that bullet go? And he only got off one shot? And then did he get off a shot at all? Because when you see him posted right here, you see him down there, and then you see him kind of as if he's getting shot because he put his arm up. You know what I mean? So I hope it's a real independent investigation. That's what I hope, and not no.
Independent.
Well, yeah. Well, that might get dismissed.
I was waiting for that one.
based on the judge.
He
Who
did
just
put a lot of
dismissed
judges in there, bro.
Yo, man.
Man, we in for
I
something.
got a question, though. Can Trump pardon himself? That might be a first.
That might be a first.
Yeah, that'd be some crazy shit.
I mean, all of this stuff is a first,
Best
really.
supporting actress goes to the Secret Service woman that couldn't holster her gun.
Oh,
Excellent
man.
first.
That's some crazy.
That was funny.
But the one she got down, she wasn't thinking about Trump or anybody else. Her ass got down like, oh shit, they shooting.
They ain't put this in the script.
Oh, she's gonna be fired. She's on the way out. Oh my God, that was like.
Look, she was getting paid enough before she actually had to get in front of real bullets. Yeah, it was great duty before the end. It's no different than the military. You think it's good duty until some bullets start flying. You be like,
But you
man.
know, some of those agents were around him. Nobody got up to pull him back down. He stood up there like, okay, you on your own. Yeah, but
Hey man, you wanna go over? We got a lot of comments.
It just
You wanna
seemed
start going over?
too convenient to me, man. That's all. Condolences. How one successfully shoots two people and just nicks the ear of the intended one.
no, because that's and that shows that he wasn't a trained sniper. Because nobody shoots for a headshot. That would have been.
He wasn't a trained sniper. He was just able to get on top of a roof.
Well, that was like I said. Somebody
set up.
screwed up. Somebody screwed up. Somebody screwed up. Somebody screwed up. Now that's gonna be the investigation. Somebody loses that pension or retiring early. One of the
I
two.
think it's personal security. Say it was a setup. Remember, millions say all the time they would die for him, and they mean it. I mean, I don't know how many times y'all saw the video. Like, if he would have been just one side, one inch over, it'd have been a war. It'd have been a civil war, and y'all would have lost. That's all them jokers been saying. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, you know who the y'all is.
You know who y'all is.
Hey, you know what they mean now.
Yeah. What's my man name? Scott. He included in y'all. He don't know it yet.
He don't even know it.
He don't know it yet, but he's
And he don't
included
even
in
know,
y'all.
but you one of them y'all,
yeah.
Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't get him too.
Yeah. He said not only was he smarter than the Secret Service, he also cut his own hair and knew how to make meth. Yeah, how about that? I do agree there was someone were in disbelief. He was raising funds, claiming for victims. Yeah, he raising funds, but yet he still hasn't called the victims' families. Mm-hmm. He never says anything about. You ever heard him say one time, "I thank God." You know, I'm so blessed that they met. I mean, it's. Hey man, but yet, all these so-called what's the word for these the Christian
Evangelists.
Evangelist is another word I'm looking for, but I'll get it in a minute. But they keep saying this guy's godly. He's sent from God. That's what they keep saying. But this guy I've never heard him say anything about God. I mean, remember he had the Bible upside down last time? I mean, it's just amazing, man. It's amazing.
Next topic.
Right. Want no black folks. Want no black
Secret
folks.
Service hit him
there.
with a staple gun from Home Depot like Denzel did in Equalizer. Now, that's a more believable story. Hey,
But look,
that's a more believable
Who's
story.
that? Number one fan? That's number one fan.
but you know what?
Oh, you on the
Hey,
road
look,
tonight, number one fan.
But you know what? Even they missed. Because when Denzel hit him with that staple gun, he was out.
Hey,
Hey, number one said, was there no black folks there? That's why she say no one ran. I ain't seriously. I've just never seen anybody have gunshots happen and nobody runs. Nobody ran. Nobody ran. That felt
they were all a bunch of NRA guys, so you know, hey.
they felt superior. They felt superior.
I know some deer out here.
All right, y'all. That's the bell. If any more comments, we'll go at the beginning of the next segment. And yeah, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna talk about this old superiority thing in regards to racism versus caste. We're gonna talk about it when we come back. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
That's cop.
Done all my break for asking his dad and Alec. Now it's Ace's turn, man. So Ace just had, you had to do the AP test, had to do the AP classes. You got to still pass those AP exam afterwards
Get the college
to
credit.
get the college credit.
Yeah.
He did 2 of them, man. He busted 5 on both his tests. 5 out of 5, man. So I just love it. I
Not
love
for the
it.
good
I love
question.
it.
Now, I've been wanting to ask this. Who was it? Was it you or your wife? Or you just going to hold on to it?
What you talking about?
Them brains came from somewhere. What was a combination? You
I think it's a nice combination. You know what I mean? I think it's a nice combination. It's the blessing of, she was able to stay home with them, and we who having babies right now. If you have a child, young babies, get My Baby Can Read, probably one of the best investments you'll make. So all those things, man, I think what they all say, what you pour into your seeds, man, you got to pour into them kids, man.
That's right.
So, and it's just coming back tenfold. I'm just blessed.
right, y'all. What's going on? We are back. We are back. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
As a cop.
Dwayne, is the phone working? 404-500-1605. I just thought I'd ask, make sure, we didn't change up some things around here, make sure no wires was, crisscross or disconnected or whatever. Y'all give us a call, man. Let's talk about this type of stuff. I really thought somebody would call in, but I guess the comments, said it all. Again, that button over there, the heart button, if you're on your cell phone, I know this for sure. If you're on your cell phone, there's a heart button over there. I need you to hit that button. Let me show you. Everybody else, you're going to see it. See those little things going up? Because I'm doing it right now. So you hit that heart button and a whole bunch of icons is going to come up. Once that come up, I need you to hit those buttons because it's going to help our
algorithm
go up, people. Again, man, we need for y'all to follow, need you to subscribe. So what do you need to do, Dwayne?
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Just that easy.
Just that easy, man.
Just that easy. I'm going to show you how easy it is. See, because I just told Dwayne to just push the button. Watch this. Dwayne, push the button.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
See? It's that easy, man. See how I said that and it just happened? That's all you got to do. Just push the button, man. And then what you going to do, Lo? What are they going to do after they do that?
Tell a friend, tag a friend.
Just that easy, man. Just that easy. I promise you, man. I just wish I could find out who not doing it. Ooh, boy. Well, I guess you have to just find out who's doing it and then stop fucking with the people that's not doing it. Just gonna be honest with you. Stop fucking with y'all. There's a lot of emphasis on that F. You heard me? Ain't no beeps. I'm stop fucking with y'all. Just like that. All right, man. So we're gonna keep this thing going. So, we were told last year to watch this show that was on Hulu called Origin.
Origins.
You good at it, boy. You good at it. But yeah, we was told to watch this film on Hulu called Origin, and we was a little late doing it, but we finally did watch it. And it's based on a book by, what is her name?
Wilkerson.
Wilkerson. And what the movie Origin is about is basically her path in regards to going towards writing this book. Started off with the Trayvon Martin case, where an attorney actually reached out to her in regards to some of the injustices about it, but she went a little deeper. She was actually married to a Caucasian man, and she actually went a little deeper into things. And the book, I actually, after looking at the movie, I actually want to read the book because, in a movie, they never get it all in there. But what's in this movie, and I'm telling you, I watched it again, and I actually still want to watch it again because you see different things as you're watching it the second or third time. And it's really, really interesting. So
Both times I watched it.
it's basically about caste, and then you want to think about racism. So I pulled up the definition of caste. Now, caste is spelled C-A-S-T-E. It's not the cast of a show. C-A-S-T-E. One of the hereditary social classes in Hinduism that restrict the occupation of their members and the association with the members of other caste. Now, I know you're thinking about what does that mean. Keep thinking on that. Hold up. My paperwork got mixed up here. Hold on for a second. Here we go. A division of society based on differences of wealth, inherited rank of privilege, profession, occupation, or race. That's caste. Now, a lot of us, me, myself, I've always said that there's racism within our own race. After looking at this movie, I feel that now it's caste within our own race. Because there are certain, statuses that we look at that feel that they're beneath us no matter what. If they're smarter than us, we still feel that they're beneath us because we was able to send our children to a private school. If they're smarter than us, we still feel that or let's say they have more money than us. We still feel that they're beneath us because something simple. We're, in our eyes, a better pair of sneakers than them. Yeah, just different classes that we like to put ourselves in. And this actually was, this behavior, what this young lady is saying, was taught to other races because of slavery in America. Mm-hmm. There's so many examples of it within this movie. You have to really, really look at this movie. Now, in regards to racism, where we at? Hold on. Prejudice, discrimination by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. That's racism. The other ones was the thing I talked about in regards to caste. Angela always talk about how some of the poorest people in the Caucasian race actually think they're still better than the best of black people because of the simple fact they feel that they're in a certain class just because they're white. My question to you guys is, what do you think is more prevalent in America, caste or racism?
Racism, shit.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah.
Elaborate.
I think where the caste separates, I think the haves and the have-nots, I think because of racism, everything's so cut out, cookie cutter, that there's no real caste because it's separated 100%. Their kids don't go to school with other kids unless they're doing something intentionally. They don't even have to come in contact with people from another class. Whereas racism is embedded in America. It's systematic. Everything that it's part of a system from when staffing levels. I'm gonna put it out there, APD. Staffing levels in certain zones, zone 2, which is Buckhead, and upper end of zone 4, Cascade Road, Flamingo Road, those areas, they're always gonna get their proper staffing in that precinct. Whereas if you're in zone 1, you're not gonna staff the same way zone 2 will. You know, people can say it doesn't happen like that, but it does. And so I think it's the race part of it. It goes with the money. I think it's more social economics, but as far as caste system, it's not as just the nature of America. Everybody's supposedly has the same rights. So I don't think it's more of a caste. I think it's just straight racism from the redlining days to just now. I think it's more so like when they changed, the gentrification came to Atlanta. The city of Atlanta didn't go out like some cities did and go to all the old folks and say, look, sign this. We're going to make sure your taxes are kept at the same level until you die in this house so old people weren't forced out. What the city of Atlanta did, they sent people out to the MPU meetings, neighborhood meetings, and told them there's going to be paperwork available that you can apply for. Well, anybody that's ever been part of the police department knows the MPUs are full of old people, but not that many. So the vast majority of people weren't even aware that there was a way to, you know, get the grandfather clause. So, I mean, that's a way of pushing people out. That's it's so much that goes on, but it's racism in America, 100%.
I don't know if I can say 100% because based on how your caste, everything you said could easily fall under the caste system. You know what I mean? Based on your demographic, based on the power that be, like you learn so many different angles of things beyond race. It was more so the power You know what I mean? It was more so the upper echelon treats. You know, you had people from all kinds of races who fall under the same or very similar things that slaves did. You know, I mean, you had people, again, you see the movie, you know what I mean? You had these guys, they were digging in the sewer? It was like the sewer cleaner, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
And it wasn't raised, it was passed down.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just the depth of it. And then when you get into talking about the difference between slaves versus the Nazis killing the Jews, you know what I mean? That was that racism or was that caste? You know,
Nazis killing
the Nazis killing all the Jews.
That's racism.
And
Same color.
And there's one scene in there where there's actually a guy that actually falls in love with a woman. Mm-hmm. Both of them are white. Mm-hmm. She's a Jew. But he couldn't be out in public with her because her class as a Jew was supposedly lower than his. Same race. They're white people. Mm-hmm. Same race. They basically had to, if they was out together, they had to kind of like hide, you know, any affection, that type of deal. They ended up getting caught in a roadblock. They separated them, and I think it was a child. I can't remember that part.
Yeah, had a baby in the back.
Had a baby
their
in the
child
back.
in the back.
Yeah, their child in the back. They had to separate them because of the simple fact. Now, again, both of these folks are white folks. Mm-hmm. The way this young lady met her husband, there was somebody doing some work for her. I can't remember if it was yard work or to the house, but he wasn't going to finish the job for whatever reason completely. Dude came from across the street. Excuse me. Dude came from across the street. Now, he's dressed in a certain way. You could tell he was corporate America. This other guy was of the working force, working with his hands or whatever. Both of them were white. Now, he was not going to do anything that this black woman was telling him, you need to finish the job. This white guy came over and said, listen, this lady paid for the work. You need to finish the job. Now, both of these were white men.
Right there in the front.
Both of these are white men. Mm-hmm. If that would have been a black man, if that would have been a Puerto Rican man, that would have been an Oriental, he probably would not have done it because he feels that he's above them. But because it was another white man that's supposedly of a higher level, I guess you could say, or class, him knowing his place in that race, he went ahead and did what he was supposed to do. And that's where the caste thing comes in at. What I feel is that, and again, I learn a lot from both of you. So I'm learning as I go with this. I want to look into now because there are so many black people in regards to money that can sit across the table from white folks that probably have more money. Mm-hmm. But yet, because of caste, I'm feeling that that's used more now than racism because there's so many of us now that has just as much money as they do.
And that's what I'm saying. When now the black person with money, when they know who he is, he's accepted. But no.
You really feel that accepted?
Your gun is going to get you into places that caste, to me, and my understanding of it, and I've lived in a Hindu country, and when that occurs, that's where that person, no matter what, that's their lot in life. That's their lot in life. It's because they're of a different level. It's because maybe their grandparents were ditch diggers. Okay, so that's all y'all will ever be is ditch diggers. You'll never make it to our level. In America, you could be the richest black guy, and it has nothing to do with what caste you're in because your caste, and you could have came from the longest line of doctors and generals, you're still black in America, which in racist America's eyes, you're always going to be Here, even if you got, like you said, you got more money, it's not about caste. It's not about how you're born. It's not about anything other than the color of your skin in America. It's not based on a caste.
Wait. You just said it's not about the color of your skin in America.
No, I said it's about the color of the skin
Okay.
in America. That's
Okay.
all it's about in America.
So if a white person and another white person, same color skin, but one can't be in the same class as one, is that racism or what is that?
Well, that doesn't happen in America. It happens from social economics. But if you have a school, everybody goes to that school. You're not excluded from that school. Money is what separates you. And the money separates you. And then, okay, say if you got Buckhead, anybody going to that school is going to have money only because of the cost of the houses in that area. Now in America, we know Buckhead's also divided was originally done by race. And there's a few black people, not a few, there's a lot of black people that live there, but they have to have a certain economic status. But when
then is it by race or is it by status?
I think it's more so race, because if you black riding in Buckhead at 2 a.m. in the morning and you could be as rich as you want to be, you're going to be pulled over more likely than a white guy with the same thing. And ain't got shit to do with your bank account. You could be driving in the same Rolls Royce. They pulling you over because you're black.
Could it?
Well, you don't look that part, put it that way. I'll just say that.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, because
That part.
there was another part where the young lady, her mother, was talking about Trayvon Martin when she was thinking about doing something with the case. Mm-hmm. She said, when you're black, you should not be walking around a white neighborhood at night. You have to act certain ways in order to be treated equally or fairly. I think she said fairly.
Definitely want equally.
Fairly.
Yeah.
To be treated fairly. Now, with that is, do we as black people, no matter how much money you have, do we have to act a certain way to be accepted?
Well, going back to the Trayvon Martin deal, if Trayvon Martin was a white kid running with a bag of Skittles, he never would have even been approached. That's what I'm saying is racism in America is not caste. He didn't look like a bum. He looked like a regular kid, like any kid would be dressed. And he had, he was approached 100% because of his race. He couldn't look at Trayvon and say, oh, he's beneath me. He looks like he's the son of a carpenter or whatever. No, it was a security guard that saw him purely being black in a neighborhood that his racist ass thought he shouldn't be there. That's all it was. That's all it ever is in America. I'm not saying certain people might not say, well, I'm better than you, or I don't want that type of person in my neighborhood. But when it comes down to it, if you can buy the house, you can buy the house. But you can't unblack your skin. And that's when you approach in America, and you can attest to that from working in Zone 2. When certain people drive through Zone 2 back in the day, and I'd probably say even today, you're more likely to be stopped. If there's not 4 19-year-old white kids driving through Buckhead at 1 a.m. in the morning, and there's 4 black kids driving through 19 years old in Buckhead, same car, same age, same clothes, are you trying to tell me that there's less chance for the white kids to be pulled over? Oh, no, I'll even one up you on that. The white kids are in a beat up 2000 Honda, and the black kids are in a LS whatever, Lexus 300. And I'll even put it one more. They don't have hoodies on. They have shirts, collared shirts on. And you mean to tell me, if they drive for 2 hours in Buckhead and there's 5 officers out there, who's going to get stopped?
No, the black kids.
Exactly. Ain't got shit to do with a cast.
Damn.
And I'm 100% pro-police, but facts are facts.
Okay, well, before we go, we got to take a break. Boss lady done said it. Another scene in it. White man rode through the white neighborhood, cop waving at everybody. Everybody's waving back, smiling at him. Everybody in the neighborhood turned, looked at the cop, smiled and everything. Rode through the black neighborhood. All the black people looked at him, but they didn't smile. And, of course, he didn't smile and wave at them. Now, do black cops ride through black neighborhoods waving at black people?
Yes, 100%. White cops in Atlanta, when they roll through Zone 1, Zone 4, speak to people. That's not I call total bullshit on that. Are there some fucked up cops in Atlanta? Of course.
So you
Because
can't say
that's-
100%.
I say probably 97% because you got black officers in Atlanta. You're not gonna be a racist white cop in Atlanta and you're not gonna get dealt with. You're not gonna sit up there and beat somebody down and somebody ain't gonna grab your hands. Hey, man, what the fuck you doing?
I think the premise of what he's saying and what they were saying in the movie, and we gotta go because Ben is trying to calm Phoenix down, but the premise was black people see a cop in their neighborhood, they're more apprehensive. White person see the cop in their neighborhood, they're more
I'll say
welcoming.
that, yeah.
That was the premise
I'll
of the
say
movie.
that,
All right.
All right, y'all. With that, we're going to go to break because, like I said, boss lady, she's got her head down. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a come.
Done all my break for asking his dad and Alec. Now it's Ace's turn, man. So Ace just had, you had to do the AP test, had to do the AP classes. You got to still pass those AP exam afterwards
Get the college credit.
to get the college credit.
Yeah.
He did 2 of them, man. He busted 5 on both his tests. 5 out of 5, man. So I just love it.
Not for the big question. Now, I've been wanting to ask this. Who was it? Was it you or your wife? Or you just going to hold on to it?
What you talking about?
Them brains came from somewhere. What was a combination?
I think it's a nice combination. You know what I mean? I think it's a nice combination. It's the blessing of, she was able to stay home with them, and we having babies right now. If you have a child, young babies, get My Baby Can Read, probably one of the best investments you'll make. So all those things, man, I think what they all say, what you pour into your seeds, man, you got to pour into them kids, man.
That's right.
So, and it's just coming back tenfold, and I'm just blessed.
They want to put this same shit to white boy.
Hey, we live, bro.
Facts.
She told you live 3 or 4 times.
You gotta say live louder.
She did it. She said it real loud. As I just said, we back, we live. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
Well,
And you heard him.
let me tell you exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about a situation that. Yeah.
Woo, boy, yeah. We back, y'all. We back.
It was a conversation about something that happened to, was it Terrell Davis on the
United
airline.
Airlines.
And he was needed some water for his child. And we were talking about caste and race. And Terrell Davis asked for some water. The flight attendant said he touched her, which obviously he didn't, because once they cuffed him in front of his child, got him off the plane, they found out who he was at that point, and then Cass kicked in, and all of a sudden they were apologizing to him and saying it's under investigation. But when they thought he was just black race, they were going to arrest him. And what I was saying when I said what I said was, if it was a white guy, it wouldn't even got that far. And that's the reality of it, because I've been on planes, I fly business, and you're in there and you see what's going on, and some shit go down.
He threw his cash in there.
I've seen them drinking and acting a fool, and they don't say nothing to them, period. So, hey, that's race. Y'all can say all that cash shit you want.
You threw cash. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to look into it. Pepper from
ain't gonna sit back up
Pepper
there
from
with
Salt
Betty
and
Boo
Pepper
and her 13
actually
kids.
got kicked off of a Southwest flight recently because she bought 2 seats and they didn't want to let her use the second seat that she paid for.
That she paid for?
Yeah, because she bought it because she had a knee brace on, and they said because she didn't have a cast, but because she didn't have a cast on, she couldn't use the second seat, and yeah, they ended up taking off the flight because somebody needed the flight because he was on his way to a funeral. Whew, yeah. They kicked her off that flight, yeah. Exactly, he sure should have.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they kicked her
Paid
off.
for 2 seats.
She told him, listen, if you could swear to me, look at me in my eyes, that you were actually going to a funeral, I'll let you have this seat. He wouldn't do it. She wouldn't give the seat, so they took her off the plane. So,
How can you do that?
hey.
She's gonna have
That's crazy.
free flight privileges on Southwest for life.
They refunded her money, but she's, of course, going to, seek legal stuff
As she
because
should.
a whole lot of other stuff they didn't refund her for. She said they ain't refund her. She said they ain't refund her for her car service and the money she had to pay to use the wheelchair. So Southwest do right because I like y'all. But
Wow.
2 bags free is 2 bags free. I'm with it.
Wow.
So Ascot, what you got, bro? I'm gonna close this thing out. What you got before we get to the
Let's
top
close
5?
out already. Ooh. I hope President Trump gets better soon. No, I'm just No, I didn't. Yeah, I did.
Oh, God.
No, seriously, the election's coming around. Make sure you register to vote. And there's a lot of foolishness going on the internet now. One said if President Trump is a 3-time felon, 3 baby mamas, and I forgot the other part, he's black. That's ignorant as shit. But if you want to vote for the man, vote for the man. If you want to vote for Biden, vote for Biden. But think about the shit you put out before you put it on the internet. For real. That's all I got.
Real quick, Aunt says, explain the book that folks from other cultures who came to this country were taught to discriminate against black race in order to succeed in this country. And that's very obvious that happens. Better sue now because Project 25, you won't be able to. Yeah, so listen real quick. Based on what Ask a Cop just said, there is a lot of ignorant rhetoric going around with people of our race actually trying to identify themselves, or as if this guy really is identifying with you, which is even more ignorant. This guy doesn't identify with you. Again, you vote who you vote for, but just be educated. Stop listening to the same people who told you that the dude who said, he didn't make the jeans for black people. We've never seen it. You even stop just listening to what other people tell you. Go and read it for yourself. Look up certain things. Verify things. Don't just buy into this rhetoric. This guy does not identify with you. He doesn't care anything about you. The Project 2025 is directly centered around him. These are all his supporters. Whether he don't believe, he don't know anything about it, give me a break. These people are supporting him. That's the money they're putting behind him. So don't get fooled in this okie doke, because they always say if you want to fool a black person, where you put it at?
A book.
Come on, folks. Wake up. Wake up. Tease, what you got, brother?
Man, I ain't got much this week. We're gonna move on to the top 5. Go on, move. Do what you're doing.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
I ain't got nothing.
All right, so top 5. I had a couple things I was gonna do is top 5 on, but I'm gonna stick with the one I thought originally.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Atlanta Cigar Week. AtlantaCigarWeek.com. Please go there and vote for me as a fashion icon in the male category. That's it. Yeah, I had to put that out there. I got to do that
Knew it had
every
to be
week.
something. Knew it had to be something,
I
man.
had to do that every week. Got to do that every week. Yeah, just go in there and click that button. Dwayne, what is it?
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
That's 2 buttons you got to push now. I hope I'm not asking too much. Damn.
How about that?
Right, now he hit the first button.
Shout out Dr. Cindy in the building too. What's up, Dr. Cindy? How you doing?
Doc.
The first time she came in, she didn't grab a microphone.
Right.
Hey, but listen, so top 5. Because this is mid-July, and we're just a short month away from the greatest time of the year, football season. You hate to see the summer go away, but if it has to go away, what better way to go into it than fall football, right? So give me your top 5 NFL head coaches of all time. Your top 5 NFL head coaches
Good one.
of all time.
It's a good one. What you got, Dwayne? No, we always jump on you first.
NFL.
Head coaches, Tony Dungy,
Okay.
Mike Tomlin, John Madden, Art Shell,
Good one.
and Dan Reeves.
Dan Reeves.
That's a good one,
Falcons
bro.
Dan Reeves or the Broncos Dan Reeves?
Falcons Dan Reeves.
You should have known the answer to that one. You should have known.
Had a check.
Well, he took all mine. So I'm gonna just go with somebody old.
Somebody old.
Tom Landry. That's right.
Landry.
Yeah, I took it all the way. That only did it because he Cowboys. That's it. That's all I got. He literally took all mine.
Your voice got deep.
Go to.
Show them, man. You coughed in. Smoke went right in my nose. What you got, MJ?
Dick Vermeil, Buddy Ryan, Tony Dungy, Mike Dicker, and Tomlin.
Okay.
It's good list. All right, this is on me. I'm
Go Eagles.
Tony Dungy, Mike Tomlinson.
Tomlin, man. That's the man name up.
What is it?
You said Tomlinson. That's Damian.
Running back.
That's the Damian Tomlin. That's the running back.
That's the coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Him,
Mike Tomlin.
Mike T.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you got me scared. I'm saying names wrong. Detroit Pistons.
Detroit
Pistons.
Pistons.
Damn, I'm all messed up. Detroit Lions head coach.
He's a Giants fan, so hey, he's
What, currently?
recent
Yeah.
time he had.
Yeah, big boy with the big chest.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Of all time?
You got Parcells, you're a Giants fan. You got Parcells, baby.
I still got 2 more to go, bro.
Oh, that's right.
I forgot you a cop. You don't count well. Throwing these shots. Let me throw them back at you. Good Lord. Bill Parcells is my number 1. The last one. Seifert was it San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Bill Parcells number 1 though.
All right. Now, number 1, I'm not sure where you throw those names out, what those were referring to. So help me out on that. She threw out Sexy Red, Waka Flocka, Amber Rose, and Candace Owens. But she did that before the break, before we came back, so I wasn't sure what it was referring to. But her football coaches are Dennis Green, Tony Dungy,
Nice. Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, Buddy Ryan, and Vince Lombardi. My mom got Tom Landry, Andy Reid, Tony Dungy. Uh-oh.
I see it.
Yeah, okay.
I see it.
T-Vic. I see it. See that name? Has Tomlin. See, you messed up. Yeah. Thomason.
Yep.
Tom Landry, John Madden, Dick Vermeil, and
Donnie?
I'm not sure who that is. Who's Donnie? Oh, she corrected Tomlin last. Is it? Who's Donnie?
I'm trying.
I'm not sure who that is. Bill Belichick. She said Angelo Sykes. I didn't make the NFL, but I was a heck of a coach. Lena has Tom Landry, Andy Reid, Tony Dungy, John Madden, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick. That's funny. All right, so I'm definitely gonna go with Bill Belichick. He might have cheated a little bit, but you know, when they say you ain't cheating, if you ain't trying, you ain't cheating, something like that. I'm gonna go with Tom Flores.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Tom Flores.
Who's his running back? Kenny King.
Kenny King. I'm gonna go with not George Seifert, but what's the original 49ers coach?
Bill Walsh.
Bill Walsh. He's the one who created that doggone 49er dynasty.
West Coast offense.
With the West Coast offense.
With a stacked ass team.
Then I'll go Tony Dungy. And then number one, I'm going to put them all together. Chuck Noll, Mike Tomlin, and what's my coach name? Just had a brain fart.
Steelers coach.
Steelers coach.
Chuck. Oh, you said Chuck.
I said
Noll.
Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher.
Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. I'm gonna wrap them all in one big Steeler 6 Super Bowl bowl.
That's all of them. That's all of them. Shit.
Have them in one big 6
That's
Super
all
Bowl
of them. Shoot. That's one thing you say about them Steelers, boy. They stick by their guys, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's your name again, brother? Eric. Eric's in the house as well. What do you do, Eric? Real estate investor and podcaster. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. All right, that's all I had.
We good?
Couple steps.
All hearts and minds are clear.
Who did you have? Did you have somebody for next week? You was talking about?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, let's get that out real quick since we know. Yeah, Angelo already got him. Yeah, when we we get them in on the Tuesday before we like to say it, so we'll know. We're gonna get that post out a little earlier.
Yeah, I got the flyer. They're gonna get me more detailed information, but it is they're having the National Black Business Conference will be in town, and we have people from that Black Business Conference, the National Black Business Conference, will have representatives here next week. So I don't have all the names. He's supposed to get all the information to me on Friday, but it's the National Black Business Conference. We'll have some reps from that conference to come in and talk about the things they're doing with his guy who put that plan together we talked about a long time ago. So we'll get more in detail with it. But yeah, that's what we got next week.
Okay, so that's gonna do it, man. That's gonna do it, people. Listen again, Dwayne, hit it.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
That's all you got to do, people. You can do it. You ain't got to do it while we actually live. You can do it all during the week. It actually counts. All right. Maybe that's the problem. Y'all don't think y'all can actually hit the button and it's gonna count when we not live. It actually does count. So hit the button, people. That's gonna do it, man. Classic
Tell a friend, tag a friend. Tell a friend, tag a friend.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a cop.
And we out. You dig?